Hey guys, it's your girl Fiery Moon. Welcome to my channel. Here to do the weekend vibes reading. As always, you guys know, take what resonates and leave the rest. Know that energy is vice versa or interchangeable. Time is fluid, so this could be energy that you have already went through, energy you may presently be going through, or energy that may be to come for you. As always, I stress, know your situation and or story, know your timeline, and more importantly, know your energy. Not going to take up too much time with this one. I am going to be starting with the Self-Love Oracle deck. I'll then be following up with the Tarot. And I was feeling like the guidance or advice is going to, come from the angels and the ancestors. So, let's jump right in and see what's going on. So in regards to the collective and the energy for this weekend, what messages do we need? For the collective, know that it's general, it's not tied to any specific zodiac sign. So, place it where it goes for you, and if it's not resonating, then it's just not for you, and that's fine. Never force fit a reading and or storyline, but let's see what's going on for the weekend. Coming out of this, we're still in it, and it is going to be around the full moon energy. So let's see, that's a time of releasing. So let's see what's going on. What messages do we need in regards to the collective and the energy surrounding this weekend? Alright, we'll do one more. And let's see what's going on. These also do have, chakra, correspondences to them as well. So you may need to work with that chakra. It may be a chakra that you've previously worked on, or, a chakra that, could use some healing, or just a chakra that you need to pay attention to. So bottom of the deck, we have release to Mama Earth, which is the root chakra, which is also the first chakra. And this card says, I have the courage and freedom to choose how I feel. I choose to be on this earth and to be love personified. I integrate my inner and outer worlds. I practice my free will. My body expresses a joy for life. So, especially coming through with this, full moon energy, which is, releasing of the things, whether they're people, places, or actual things, releasing them to, create the space to open up, to allow other things to, come in for us. So you may need to do some, root chakra healing at this time, or you could be working with this chakra right now. But let's see what comes out in regards to this energy. The root chakra sits at like the base of your spine. It's what helps to, keep you grounded. It's the chakra that you use to, like, how can I put it? Like building as well, because, and then that card did say, earth energy. But, let's see what comes out. And whichever one does come out, I will read it from the book. And this one came out up under, this one was up under the released to Mama Earth card, and it's the, you know, it says ritual astrology, which is your aura chakra. So some of you, you know, could be looking into astrology. Some of you may need to take a look at, you know, your personal chart in regards to astrology. Just this white, you know, is making me feel like an energy of, you know, like purifying. So like a cleansing or a clearing in regards, you know, to your aura chakra. But for some of you, you know, this weekend, you know, you could be doing, you know, taking a deeper dive into, you know, astrology. And then the bottom of the deck, we have the gift of freedom, which is the root chakra as well. And, you know, your root chakra also is what, you know, kind of roots you, your roots as well. So let's read this aura chakra. So 32. All right. So it says, the ritual is astrology, or ritual astrology. I am a beautiful soul. Your birth longitude and latitude reveals much about the areas of human life that you were destined to experience. Your birth mandala is completely unique because it is based on the date, time, and place of your birth. Your birth aligns you with your earth bloodline, a place with a significant connection to the land and potential connections to others, so that you can fulfill your dharma. If you've been led to believe that you were simply to be known by the zodiac sun sign you were born under, you have not viewed your whole self nor taken advantage of knowing when planets transit your chart and what this means. All wars in modern and ancient times started by using astrology to form strategy. Any powerful person understands the play of all universal influences and uses this information to their advantage. If you are prepared to seek knowledge, you will discover the true order of the world and the depth of knowledge that exists and is used to control those who are unaware. Working with an Aquarian approach to astrology, gathering information about the astrological weather and the planetary transits pertaining to you, you can better be prepared to capture opportunities for your creative destiny. Every planet and astrological sign plays an influential role throughout your life. Your north node of the moon will tell you much about your soul's path. Your ascendant sign will reveal how you show up in the world, how you are perceived, and how you appear to be. The position of the planets relative to each other in your chart will affect many other aspects of your life too. Planets can be opposing to one another or complementary and harmonious. If you study them in depth, you will learn much about yourself, and you will be able to fine-tune your life and focus on having the experiences you want, as well as seeing and resolving soul lessons quickly. It says the suggested practice: study natural law, including your natal birth chart and yogic numerology. So yeah, exactly what I felt like. Some of you could be taking a look at, you know, your birth charts, you know, learning, you know, the energies that you have outside of just your sun sign. You could also, you know, be learning about, you know, the houses, you know, and the energy, you know, needed to use in those houses, to, you know, just like it says, help you, you know, rectify, you know, like past life karmas, if, you know, that's something that you believe. So even if you don't know, you know, start taking a look at your birth chart. There's, you know, you can search up, you know, a birth chart calculator. There are many different, you know, ways that you can go about it. But, you know, you can also, you know, do some research of your own first, because no matter what someone tells you, when you see it and you do your own research on your own specific chart, that's how it helps you. Because we do have 12 areas of life, which is why I always say, know your situation, know your story, but also know your energy. There's one thing that I've noticed for me is that, as you know, especially with the sun, as the sun transits, I notice how, you know, whatever sign the sun is in, I start to take on that energy. So, you know, I've noticed that for me personally, though. So, you know, you have to look through your chart and see, you know, what it means for you. So, you know, because the only thing, you know, we're ever told is our sun sign. I don't know why that was upside down, but, you know, being that it was the Five of Pentacles, you know, you wanted it to come out, you know, upside down, because it means that you're coming out of this lack, this, you know, hard times, you know, weathering the storm, you know. So some of you may be coming out of that energy, but I am going to turn it right side up because I don't read reversals, but that happened for someone, you know, coming out of that energy, that lack mentality. So I like that already. You know, I just heard, like, you know, the storm is over. So let's see what's going on. In regards to this energy and spread, what messages do we need? And yeah, just like, you know, it says, you know, your sun sign is really just like, the easiest way to describe it is like your like your personality. Your moon sign is actually who you are, and your ascendant is, you know, how people see you. And then you do have, you know, the other planets, Mercury, how you communicate, analyze, you know, intellect, your thinking. Venus is the planet of, you know, love and relationships and connecting. Mars is, you know, passion, willpower, aggression, how you know, take action. You know, and then it just goes down the line for all the other planets. You know, but, you know, you can start by researching each planet and what it means. Then you can move on to each zodiac sign and what that may mean for you. So, but let's see, what messages do we need for the collective in regards to the energy for the weekend? Pluto is the planet of, you know, transformation. So, just a quick little overview. And you guys always hear me say, like, even with the nodes, once you know, you get to that level, you know, the north node is where you're going, and the south node is, you know, where you're coming from, where you've been. So, you know, but let's see what's going on. I'm gonna do one more. So bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is looked at as, you know, the wheel turning, divine timing. I also want to say, like, it is, you know, Saturn energy. Then we have up under that, you know, the Queen of Pentacles. You know, so if you're a feminine energy, this could be for you, or, you know, if it could just be the feminine energy within you. It has nothing to do with gender. But the Queen of Pentacles is like, you know, looked at as, you know, very, you know, stable, nurturing, practical, supportive, like a motherly energy. And with the Six of Wands, it's like, you know, your focus could be on, you know, the wheel could be turning in your favor, because the Six of Wands is looked at as, you know, like moving forward victoriously. And if you're not in this Queen of Pentacles energy yet, it's like you're, you know, you may be coming into this energy. And because you're taking a look out with the Two of Wands, which you set the intentions here to, you know, go after your Ten of Cups, you know? So, yes, I like it already. So, what messages do we need in regards to the weekend? What messages do we need for the collective in regards to the weekend? What messages do we need for the collective in regards to energy? Ooh, those two came out together. Alright. What messages do we need for the collective? Any other messages? Let's see. What messages do we need? Hey, I'm liking this already. That's too many. Give me less cards, please. All right. So bottom of the deck, we have Temperance, which speaks to, you know, balance. It is also looked at as like divine guidance. Oh, sheesh. You know, it's looked at as, you know, like balancing out, you know, your emotions, you know, but what I'm feeling off of this energy now is like this is something like you're coming into like some type of emotional balance within yourself. I don't even feel like it has anything to do with someone else, but if that's your situation, that's just what it is. But to me, up under that, we have the Ace of Pentacles. It's almost like you're being rewarded for, you know, coming into this place of balance. The Ace of Pentacles is looked at as, you know, a new start, a new beginning, a new foundation, you know. So I like it. And especially with the Page of Pentacles up under that, it could be, you know, the pages are looked at as like messengers, but also they're looked at as like student energy. So you could be learning something new, which will align with, you know, this right here. Some of you guys could be taking a look and, you know, studying your birth chart, you know. And whatever, you know, if this energy is not here for you yet, you know, if this is energy to come, it looks like, you know, you're going to find out, you know, you're going to learn something that's almost like gold. But what came out was the Five of Cups with the Knight of Cups and the Hermit. Then we have the King of Cups with the Four of Wands. And the Fool. And then we have the Five of Pentacles, which we've seen, you know, in the reverse. And the Ace of Wands with the World. So this feels really, really, really good. With the Five of Pentacles, someone is coming out of that energy. But with the Five of Cups, you know, this is, as I always say, my spilled milk card. You could be, you know, looking over, you know, or dwelling on things of the past that, you know, did not work. Or, you know, things that you may have lost, a person, place, a thing, a job, you know, whatever that may be for you. But it's almost like, you know, with this card, I just get the energy, you know, it's like a sense of, you know, regret or, you know, sadness. But you still have these two cups behind you. And coupled with the Knight of Cups and the Hermit, you know, the Hermit comes through. It could either be like the universe coming through to show you something, or you've been shown, you know, something with the Hermit. Or this could you be going within and, you know, reflecting upon yourself, because the Knight of Cups, it is a knight. He's normally, you know, looked at as like a charmer. Being that it is a knight, it is, you know, like non-committal energy in a way. But it is also, you know, someone coming in with like an emotional offer or communication or anything like that. Or, you know, this could be you, you know, you could have been, you know, acting out of this type of energy, but now they are, you know, you're being shown that within yourself. So it's almost like with this here, the Knight of Cups to the King of Cups is, you know, a maturation process. So now it's almost like you're looking at, or you could be looking at how to be more, you know, stable, how to have a more stable, you know, foundation emotionally. And it's going, you know, it may require you to, you know, take a leap of faith, do something different. Still, as I said, you know, I'm feeling the energy of learning something new, because if you've been in this energy and, you know, you're coming out of it, the Five of Pentacles, which is looked at, you know, as like, it could be financial lack or, you know, a lack of, you know, self-worth. I get that too. By you enduring and weathering this storm, it's like you're not even seeing this new beginning coming in for you with the Ace of Wands. And it's because, like, you did the work and you've closed out a cycle with the World here. It's almost like you may have, you know, even cut out old patterns, and now you're going, you know, in a different direction. But we are going to clarify the Five of Cups, and then we'll look at, you know, the World, because everything else is, you know, pretty self-explanatory. Yes. So clarifying the Five of Cups, we have the King of Wands and the Eight of Swords. which, you know, the King of Wands is, you know, looked at as a king that, you know, is determined. He takes action. You know, and you could just be looking at how, you know, especially looking how I see it here, like looking over, you know, past, you know, regrets and things that you have that may have kept you stuck. And now that, you know, you're taking this time out to do it, you're seeing, and maybe how, you know, you could have been emotionally immature. You could have taken actions as this King of Wands. You know, you could have taken mature actions, but emotionally you were, you know, immature. But now it's like you're being shown this, and it's bringing you into this energy of the Nine of Pentacles. This is, you know, independence, self-sufficiency, self-love. You know, you're seeing that, you know, you're worth something. And being that the only other pentacles we have out here, we have from the 5 to the 9 is the 4, which could either be, you know, you were holding back, or you could have been holding on to things of your past. But it looks like, you know, you're being shown, you know, a certain type of pattern or behavior that you're coming out with, which was needed for you to get into this energy, whether you're masculine or feminine, and close out the cycle. And like I said, you're being rewarded with something. At least that's what I feel. Whatever this Ace of Wands is, a new opportunity, a new, you know, beginning, passionately, a creative new beginning. You know, and we've seen the Ace of Pentacles. So let's look at the world. Why is the world here? And it's almost like even looking at, you know, the gift of freedom, where you were previously stuck, whether that be a mindset, mentality, person, place, or thing, job, home, family, whatever. By you doing this, reflecting and doing almost like the inner work, and, you know, having, you know, faith that you can get to this place, and emotionally balance, especially that Temperance card is what that is. You're giving yourself, you know, the gift of freedom coming out of this Eight of Swords. And then up under that, we have the Star, which is, you know, doing that healing work. And it says good fortune. We started off with the Wheel of Fortune. So, and it was a soul lesson for you to teach you how to trust, but more importantly, trust and believe in yourself. This is great. Tell me about the world, and then we'll grab the guidance or advice. Tell me about the world. So for the world, we have the Knight of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. So what this is telling me is that whatever, you know, this cycle is that you closed out, like I said, it feels like it was necessary, and you're seeing clearly now. As the King of Swords, you're seeing clearly what, you know, value, what your value is, what value is to you, all of that with the Ten of Pentacles. That ultimate stability. And what it's doing is it's giving you a new emotional start, which you're gonna, you know, it's something that you have to learn, you know, because it's a page. And it's like we have the whole, all of the water court cups except for the Queen. We have the Page, the Knight, and the King. And so this is ultimately like a maturation process that you went through. Because in the past you were, holding on to things. You could have been with the Five of Wands and the Five of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. It's like you were in a lack mentality, constantly battling yourself. And then, from the 5 to the 5, or 5 to the 10 is another 5. So this could have, like, it could be playing out through a connection that you have with someone. But, it was ultimately blocking you from your 9 of Cups. You being personally fulfilled and happy within yourself. But we seen the 9 of Pentacles, and now we seen the 9 of Cups. I love it. But it's like you're coming out. Like I heard the storm is over. Like you're coming out of it. And because you did the work, or you will be doing the work, you're going to be rewarded for that. You could have just been sitting, so heavily in, this masculine energy of the King of Wands. Always just, letting, driving off of, like passion and willpower and desires, which is not a bad thing. But if you're, desiring things that are not good for you, it is going to make you, feel this stuckness with the 8 of Swords and also this 5 of Pentacles, or 5 of Cups, excuse me. But it's like you learned how to balance out like your water and your fire with the King of Wands and the King of Cups, which is going to bring you to this King of Swords energy. And then the only other king that's missing is the King of Pentacles. Once you get to the King of Swords, it's like you got to get solidified in that energy. And then all 4 kings equal the Emperor, which is, the highest you can go. So this is good. And this is whether you're masculine or feminine, This can be the masculine side of a feminine, or, the masculine side of a masculine, but it was kind of like out of balance. Wow. So let's grab the guidance or advice. Let's see. Oh, wow. Look it. Split it right at the Sun card. Enjoy success and happiness. So what messages of guidance or advice do we need in regards to this energy and spread for the weekend? What guidance or advice do we need in regards to this energy and spread? Energy and spread. So bottom of the deck, we have the Sun again, which is where I split it, but I obviously wanted to make an appearance. And of course, we already read it, but it says enjoy success and happiness. And then up under that, we have trader. Exchange energy to create abundance. So for some of you, you know, if this is playing out, you know, like I said, this could all be going on, you know, within you internally. But you may have, you know, someone, you know, actually coming towards you. A masculine energy. And it doesn't have to be a man. This could be a woman coming towards a man. It doesn't have to be a man going towards a woman. Who, you know, is seeing, you know, this stability, you know, with you. And I get, you know, like the sharing energy of the Four of Wands. So they're seeing, you know, this, a foundation, you know, a possible foundation that they would like to share with you. And they're, you know, willing to take a risk as the Fool to, you know, come towards you. And it could be, I know we're stepping into Mercury retrograde, and you guys know, like, that's a, you know, a review of the past, and it does bring back people. So if this could be someone coming back for some of you, someone that you left out in the cold, or they could have left you out in the cold, but they're wanting a new beginning, because whatever past cycle that they were in is come to a close. But let's see what actually comes out, and that'll be the reading. So what messages do we need? Let me get another, whoa, too many. Let me get another one. What's the guidance or advice? So what came out was the Peacekeeper, and it says let go of the need to be right. And then we have, what's this? The Warrior, be fearless and stand strong. So with the Peacekeeper energy, you know, I'm just feeling like, how can I put it? Like, let go of the need to be right. It's ultimately coming into acceptance that you could have been wrong about a situation. You could have, you know, been, you know, told something that, you know, wasn't right. But coupled with this warrior energy, it's almost staying like, be fearless and strong. Like, I'm feeling like an energy of, you know, culture and family with these together. And it's almost like, you know, maybe traditions or, you know, the way that you were raised contributed to you, you know, living how you were previously living, you know. But now with the world here, and you're closing out the cycle of, you know, always feeling like, you know, you were stuck or burdened and you know, constant conflict was maybe how you always thought life was supposed to be. But what it was actually doing was it was blocking you from this Nine of Cups energy, you know, that we've seen already. So it's like almost you have to, you know, do what's right for you. When the Fool travels lightly. Like, there's some things that you may have to, you know, let go. You know, it can't bring, you know, everything and everybody, you know, with it. But ultimately, what I'm feeling is like, you just have to stand strong in who you are. You know, be that warrior, you know, within yourself. You know, you have to utilize that warrior energy. And then what do we have at the bottom of the deck? We have the Magic Guardian. Unlock the magic within, which is you have to create what you want to create for you, for your happiness. I love it, guys. And understand, like, it's not even about, letting go of the need to be right. What I'm feeling is like it's an energy of allowing yourself to learn something new. Because just because something works doesn't mean it's right. Or, the energy of, you're doing stuff because you fear of doing something wrong, and it's all in your perception. It's all in your perception. But you know that you have to just do what's right for you. And in order for you to do that, you have to, you have to be willing to take a look, within yourself. And especially like with this birth chart or astrology card here, that's how you, unlock the different layers of who you are. But it also takes you, wanting to learn something new, being open to learning something new. And you can't, I'm not going to say you can't, but it's hard to learn something new when you are holding on to, things that you were told, old patterns and thought forms and, traditions that you're used to. If you keep holding on to that and trying to learn something new, this is exactly where you're going to put yourself. You're not going to know which way is up. So it's almost like you have to decide to use your intuition to, decipher what it means for you. So I like this. This was good. So this weekend, if you're digging into your birth chart, I'm gonna be one to advocate for you and tell you to do just that. So that you can know your energy. Know what you're dealing with. Just because you're, for instance, a sun sign Gemini, that doesn't mean you always you're just a Gemini. No, you have other planets. You have there's more to you than just your sun sign. Your sun sign is like just a filtering, and that only goes off of your birth date. But there were 9-10 other planets that were somewhere too when you were born. Don't just leave the snapshot at your sun sign. Look into the other energy, because you could be, for instance, a sun sign Gemini, which is air energy, but a lot of your other planets could be in water or fire. So whatever element is prominent in your chart is more of what you're going to display. You're not just going to display Gemini traits and characteristics if you have other things within your chart. So you can't limit your mind view to just your sun sign. Your sun sign is just one of many. And then you have the houses as well, which are the different areas of life. And your birth chart will help you to see where you may need to, I'm doing this right, but this, it could be affecting this house. Or I'm okay in this house, so now let me see how I can work with the next house. Like, you have to, learn that. And the more that I learn, the more that I keep, I'm going to start introducing it to the channel. But, I have to learn too, even as a reader. Like, I don't know what all of the planets, specifically mean. I have an idea, but it gives me, the challenge of learning, another layer to it, which, I do. I sit and, I do my stuff, but a lot of the energy, as far as I know my personal chart, but I don't know your personal chart, so I can't, give you information that, I don't know for myself. So that's why I give, what I do know, and I share it with you guys. But ultimately you have to do that for yourself. You can have a million people, do it for you, but it doesn't mean that you're gonna you're not gonna know until you sit and you research it for yourself. All I do, as a tarot reader, I'm an intuitive reader. So I read off of what I feel and, the pictures and colors, and just off of, knowledge that I've built of my own. And learning the planets, learning the energy. And it is a lot. It's a lot of information. But once you know, it's like, you know, it'll start coming, you know, almost second nature. But I'm still learning. And with every reading that I do, I learn something new. I don't care how many cards you guys see me flip, I always can see something different in a card, see something new in a card, get a different feeling to give me a different perspective. So don't limit yourself, is what I want to say. But as always, guys, I thank you for tuning in, sending, you know, love and light out to all in regards to the weekend. You know, hope everyone is safe, protected, especially, you know, if you're celebrating for the holidays. Definitely be safe and enjoy, and, you know, just try to stay, you know, above the energy as best as you can. You know, follow your intuition. All right, so of course, I thank you for tuning in. If it resonated, definitely feel free to like, subscribe, or comment, and, you know, let me know what's going on with you guys. You know, trying to, you know, get the channel to grow. But I know, you know, this isn't, you know, I'm not the reader for everybody. So if I'm not the reader for you, that's fine. If I am, you know, definitely just, you know, let me know so I can, you know, keep going. All right, so as always, sending love and light, and I will see you guys all on the next one. All right, later.